Alright, here goes nothing. Hi everyone, it's me Watermelon Foxy, and I'm back with a brand new video. So what do you guys think about the new voice? It's the least I can do right now because I was starting to get tired of making update videos that's just text and background music with it. I wanted to try experimenting with new stuff while making something for October, and I really didn't feel like typing a whole story just for a short update video. So you have to deal with this for now. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is that I'm happy to announce that I successfully created some models and ported them all by myself. I've never felt so proud yet so tired at the same time about this. So let me quickly explain how I even got to this point. Long story short, during late 2019 to early 2020, I was starting to get interested in making models with Blender, and after many attempts, I think I got a good gist of things with it. So that is why I'm here today. To showcase the behind-the-scenes look of these models and some other cool things. So let's get started. During the end of summer vacation, and with fall coming soon at the time, I saw a bunch of cool Halloween edits being made for October, and I wanted to test my modeling abilities and join in on the fun. I did have some trouble at first picking which character to even start with, since I really wasn't that experienced with Blender modeling at the time, and I really wanted to start off small if I ever did a release of the model. So that is why I chose one of the most complex characters in this series to make. Mangle. I'm not sure what it was in me to do it, but I just could not get this spider concept I had out of my head, and I knew it had to be Mangle. Was I really sure that I would be ready for this? No. But I did it anyway. Unfortunately, I didn't really think about recording some of the footage for this model at the time of making it, since it was very early, but I did take a bunch of screenshots, so I'll briefly talk about some of these instead and then show the final product at the end. For this video, I am only gonna show 3 pictures of the process of making this model, and if you'd like to see more pictures, you can check the link in the description to my DeviantArt profile to see more. So let's begin. So this first one is me basically starting to work on the head for the model, and I thought about adding some extra eyes and fangs on the side of the head to make it look more like a spider rather than just giving it sharp teeth at the top, which was what I was originally going to do for the head. The next picture is me starting to work on the body and adding some wires. I actually realized that I managed to get this finished up pretty fast, since I only had to work on making one part for the limbs and just copying that on the other side of the model. And this last one I wanted to show was the final product of the model, and all I had to do was to add the textures and rig it so that it can be ready to port. And now it's time to show you all the final product in SFM. Here it is. And the last thing I wanted to show you all with this model is this video of me making this poster, which is actually the cover for the release of the model. You can see the final product on my DeviantArt. Alright, now it's time to show the next model. Or should I say models? Okay, so, for this model I wanted to do a voodoo doll concept, and fun fact, I originally worked on doing the marionette for this concept to fit with Mangle. But then, I realized that the Minireenas would fit this concept even better based off of its size and design, so I scrapped the puppet model and started working on the Minireenas right away. Luckily I managed to get some video recording of me making the model in Blender, so once this clip is done I will show you the final product. And here is the final product of this model. I must say I was very nervous with how this would turn out, since I was struggling a lot with this model, especially trying to make the skirt and experimenting with new textures, but I think this turned out pretty well. But that's not all. I somehow managed to learn and make a skin for this model, since after all, the Minireenas usually come in numbers rather than just one of them, and I really wanted to make at least one skin for this model. For this skin I mainly did a complete red version of it, which now that I look at it more it kinda goes together with the Arachnid Mangle that I showed earlier, but that's just me. And now it's time to move on to my final Halloween creation. So for this last one, I wanted to practice editing models and porting them into SFM. So this is the only model I showed here that wasn't made from scratch. For this last one I wanted to do a vampire concept and chose Balloon Boy for it. I didn't really think about recording anything for this, mainly because I originally wanted to do just one model and take a break for a while, but instead, I did a lot more. So here is just a full look at the model. I'll probably post some more renders of this later this week, as well as the original model that I used to make this edit. For my first ever edited model, I think it turned out pretty okay for what I had in mind for it to be. And that basically wraps up everything for this video. I'm really sorry that my little break took much longer than it should have. A lot of personal and school stuff really took a toll on me and prevented me from making videos. Even this video alone was quite the struggle to make. Luckily I have a video planned for Halloween, so keep a lookout for when that one comes. Also, a little surprise I didn't mention from the start of this video is that all these models, except for Vampire BB, I actually released to the public on my DeviantArt profile, so go check it out in the description box below if you are interested and want to try out the models yourself. But other than that, thanks for sticking around with me in this video. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.